It's been a while since I found an account as interesting as the one I'm about to show y'all. This is a story of alien abduction, government corruption, and of course, a love for rocks. This is the story of the new rock-loving lolcow Stanley Sommerville, screen name Sommerville Stanley. This story surprisingly starts on the app Instagram, when about a year ago I stumbled upon a video made by Stanley, and that's when I fell down a rabbit hole so deep it's hard to even know where it starts and where it ends. It's difficult to even comprehend how many of Stanley's stories are real, just because of the sheer amount of schizophrenia that's showcased in the numerous videos. They give off the vibe of a fever dream. But let's just start at the beginning. This is the first video I found of Stanley's and what seems to be a good start to the story in which he details his experiences with aliens.
When you call my name. When I met with those aliens, May 21st, 76, I was a 16-year-old kid. I looked them in the eye and I said, I really don't give a damn. And they let me know they could squish me like a bug. And I told them, I really don't give a damn. You murdered my father. What is there? As he stepped out of the light and he looked me in the eye, he said, listen, son. As he stepped out of the light, he looked me in the eye and he said, listen, son, my father. My name's Sommerville. Murphy, Hancock, Smith. My family is worldwide. They are the universe.
Now it's hard to even describe my emotions when I first watched this video. I mean, you can't replicate this amount of pure schizophrenic energy. From the singing in the beginning, straight into the story of alien abduction, I knew from the start I was about to get myself into some crazy shit. And of course, it doesn't stop here, because Stanley will take any opportunity to talk about his alien abduction, as well as the lies that the government tells the public. In another video, Stanley discusses his interactions with them in both the year 1976 and 2016 after being abducted by aliens.
May 21st, 1976. I let my government know I rode an alien aircraft. May 21st, 2016. I let my government know the aliens came back. They advised me to tell you they came back. And that I'm supposed to tell you my life story. And that I found what they asked me to find. Took me 40 years. Met them at the exact spot they told me to meet them. This, my government cannot deny. You people that don't understand, that's a goddamned excuse. That's an excuse. We do not accept excuses. Listen, infidel. You want to make fun of life and the truth? That is your problem, fools.
I don't really understand where Stanley's anger comes from in these videos, but it seems as though his anger is towards anyone who is a Democrat, or as he likes to call them, Demorats, specifically Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Stanley is on an all-out crusade against these two, often ranting about how corrupt they are.
Don't worry, Biden. The second you flop, you can't protect that terrorist kid of yours anymore. We're all watching. Remember, you're limited nothing, Biden. I mean, you're nobody. Nobody. You fed your kid to the devil. You terrorist never was, piece of trash. All you Democrats, remember what you are. You're a no-good piece of terrorist trash. Every one of you, I don't care. This history's an amazing thing. And then there's you. Because remember, you're not amazing. You're dumber than hell. There's nothing amazing about you. You got Hollywood, look.
This anger also seems to extend to anybody who he deems Democrat, including the news stations on TV. This can be observed in videos in which Stanley films his TV screen and responds to the headlines being presented, often ranting about things such as feminism, pride, and something called compass fraud, which I don't really understand and is never really explained, so I'm pretty sure it's not even real. It's just sort of something that Stanley goes off about when he rants.
Call it a challenge. Prepare to have your ass snuffed. You want to challenge me? All right, lesson life trash. I'm gonna wipe your ass out. You Hindu chevron ice cube piece of trash. I accept that challenge. You Democrat trash. I accept the challenge. Bring your TV, Amazon, and Google that in your ass. I'm gonna wipe your ass out. I'm gonna smash you. You sand niggers. You nip-loving trash. Bring it. You think you can get away with this Weyerhaeuser terrorize America? Emerald City dirtbags? Bring it. We're really scared. Remember Freak Show? Freak Show. Remember the colors, gay pride community. Your hat. Kotex Skinner, you lit the forest on fire. You dark-skinned weirdo women, weirdos. Weirdos. Out of all these hard-working people with darker skin than the greater race. I'm not prejudiced. You want to see trash? Trash. Guaranteed trash. Trash. Guaranteed trash. Hollywood. Look at your trash. Look. The whole world's looking at it and knows this is the dumbest shit you can get. Look at it. Fat, doughboy trash. Look at your people. What you've done to our children. You women are freaks.
And of course, Stanley wouldn't be a true lolcow without the lore. Like I mentioned earlier, it's hard to tell what's real with Stanley, but one thing's for certain. He can definitely tell a good story, and he knows how to keep you hooked, whether it be about his time in the mountains or Amazon being El Chapo. You know homie is about to go off on the most schizophrenic rant you've ever heard. Shit that would make the tweaker outside of 7-Eleven do a double take.
I was out there in the mountains one time. Fell 150 feet into a boulder pile. When I woke up, them bones were poking out and that foot was touching the kneecap. At any rate, I was by myself. I reset my leg and I dragged myself out of the mountains with my good foot. And once I made it to the blacktop, it took a while. I got some people to call Life Flight. Whether you believe me or not, who gives a goddamn? Every piece of the government knows I rode an alien craft. I don't care who you are. Amazon is El Chapo. They're going to screw us on the fuel again because of Trump. Trump's going to fix it. This is the biggest ripoff of America, compass fraud. They stole your land. Bear Springs Rangers stationed Old Lolly Lake. Look at the wilderness area line. They robbed the hell out of us. Trillions of dollars. Clackamas County, the Boucher Bunch, that county interpreter, the Mexican government, El Chapo, the Biden, Saudi Arabia Club. Sure, Terry Crews, that freak show's like a Governor Kotex. Or a dirty state in New York. Or some pus in Portland, Oregon at OMSI. You tell me, Putin, Trump, all I asked for was help.
Well, I think we're far enough in to start talking about Stanley's love for rocks. I mean, he is the rock-loving lolcow, of course. His love for rocks comes from his obsession with space and aliens, as he believes they bring him closer to the aliens, often using them as props for his rants as they're featured stacked on his coffee table or put up around his house. Homie has more rocks than a crystal mommy.
When I discovered these ancient people, it was quite a discovery. They're on Mount Hood, buried. I said I found a doorway under an old growth tree and a patch of hidden timber. That's unbelievable, and it's all untouched from time of the Fort Rock meteorism, I guess. But to discover all this stuff was something. For the rich people that trash in Portland, a bunch of the museums, yeah, you chumps are going to pay the highest price. Remember, Portland, remember. So this quest I've been on, you know, the reason this Gibson here, I say it's sulfurite, right? I mean, sulfurite's got this white, traces of white stuff, these different aspects to it. But it sparkles, because it's a gem. If you find the right sulfurite, you know, it sparkles. You know, because agates don't sparkle. But sulfurite, being it's most likely a gem, you know, there's a bird head with a headdress, right? Eyeball, beak. You know, the Gibson. I didn't lie. See, whether it's Russia or whoever, President Trump, whoever's watching, I didn't lie. Now what?
And with that being said, you'd think that Stanley would be on people's radars, but surprisingly, his page hasn't gained much attention, with only about a couple thousand views per video on average. Stanley is a wild lolcow. From his schizophrenic rants to his racist meltdowns over Democrats, he's filled with hours of good content. So now I'm passing him on to you. You can find Stanley on Instagram. His account is Sommerville Stanley. Tell him Lemur sent ya. Alright y'all, thank you for watching. This video did take me a little longer than my usual ones, so please consider liking the video and sharing with your friends. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.